Sadam Hussain was born on April 28, 1937, in the village of Al-Ajah, near the city of Tikrit in Iraq. His father had vanished or passed away even before his birth, tragically, and his elder brother also died of cancer shortly before Sadam was born. His mother suffered from severe depression, and thus Sadam was sent to live with his uncle, Karalat Alfa, in Baghdad during his childhood. His uncle was a staunch Sunni Arab nationalist. Education and political involvement. Sadam attended a nationalistic high school in Baghdad. He later studied at an Iraqi law school for 3 years, but at the age of 20, in 1957, he abandoned his studies to join the revolutionary Ba'ath Party. The core ideology of the Ba'ath Party was a blend of Arab nationalism and Arab socialism, with the ultimate goal of uniting all Arab states. Rise to power and dominance. Revolutionary activities. Following his joining of the Ba'ath Party, Saddam's political life rapidly accelerated. In 1959, he participated in a failed attempt to assassinate the then Iraqi ruler, General Abd al-Karim Qasim, after which he fled and went into exile in Cairo. Imprisonment and escape. He returned to Iraq in 1963 when the Ba'ath Party briefly came to power, but following the party's overthrow, he was arrested. After 18 months of imprisonment and alleged torture, he managed to escape in 1966 and re-emerged as a significant leader within the Ba'ath Party. The July 17th Revolution. In 1968, Saddam played a crucial role in a successful, bloodless Ba'athist coup. This led to Ahmed Hassan al-Bakr becoming the president of Iraq, with Saddam being elected vice president. In his capacity as vice president, Saddam began to solidify his control over the government structure and security agencies. The presidency. In 1979, following the resignation of Ahmed Hassan al-Bakr, Sadam Hussain formally became the president of Iraq, the chairman of the Revolutionary Command Council, and the prime minister. Upon assuming power, he immediately and brutally eliminated all potential rivals within the party, establishing a complete dictatorship. The presidential era and key events. Cult of personality. Saddam fostered an extensive cult of personality throughout the country, promoting an image of himself as a glorious and brave leader. His images were displayed everywhere, and he was presented as a strong leader who opposed Western imperialism and the Israeli occupation. Many Arabs regarded Saddam as a leader who stood against regional intervention. The Iran-Iraq War. In 1980, Saddam invaded Iranian oil fields, resulting in a protracted and costly war. The war ended in a stalemate in 1988, leaving Iraq heavily burdened with foreign debt. Oppression and tyranny. During his reign, Saddam established a vast secret police system that used torture, rape, and assassination to suppress opponents. He appointed the country's Sunni minority to key positions, while relentlessly persecuting minorities, such as the Shia and the Kurds. Most notably, chemical weapons were used against the Kurdish town of Halabja in 1988, killing thousands. The Gulf War. In 1990, Saddam ordered the invasion and occupation of Kuwait. In response, a U.S.-led coalition, through Operation Desert Storm, drove the Iraqi army out of Kuwait, and severe international sanctions were imposed on Saddam. The aspect of Saddam's bravery. You asked about Saddam's bravery. In this context, a few aspects of his personality are noteworthy. Defiance. According to many Arabs and his followers, Saddam's greatest bravery was that he consistently and directly challenged the United States, Western powers, and Israel for a long time, standing against their policies in the region. He saw himself as a fearless leader of the Arab world and an opponent of Western imperialism, and his personality is viewed in this light. Military strategy. During the Iran-Iraq War and the Gulf War, Saddam projected an image of a strong military structure and unwavering leadership, reinforcing his image as a brave warrior among his supporters. Facing the end, the U.S.-led invasion of Iraq in 2003 resulted in the downfall of Saddam's government. Saddam was captured in December 2003 from a small underground hideout. During his trial and at the time of his execution, his supporters characterized his stance as unrepentant and unwavering because he shouted Allahu Akbar in his final moments before hanging and expressed no remorse for his decisions. Some have labeled this the bravery of death. Downfall and execution. U.S. invasion. Alleging that Saddam possessed weapons of mass destruction, the U.S. launched an invasion of Iraq in March 2003. Saddam's regime quickly collapsed, and he went into hiding. Arrest and trial. Saddam was arrested by U.S. forces in December 2003. He was tried by the Iraqi High Tribunal for crimes against humanity, specifically the murder of 148 Shia Muslims in the Dujail massacre of 1982. Death sentence. He was sentenced to death on November 5, 2006, and was executed by hanging on December 30, 2006. His final wish before hanging was to be executed by firing squad, as he was a military commander-in-chief, but this request was denied. Sadam Hussain remains an extremely controversial figure. On the one hand, his era saw numerous development works in Iraq, such as free education and health facilities, and he challenged Western dominance in the Arab world. On the other hand, he was a brutal dictator who ruled by force and inflicted inhuman atrocities on thousands of people. His legacy remains a deeply divisive issue in Iraqi and Middle Eastern politics today.